Ya, kampanye Donald Trump di Chicago memang terpaksa dibatalkan akibat adanya aksi protes dari masyarakat.
Donald Trump last night canceling a campaign event last night for the first time due to protests. Hundreds of protesters packed into the venue here in Chicago where he was supposed to address thousands of his loyal supporters. Clashes quickly erupted between protesters and supporters inside the venue, and protesters then moved outside of the venue to continue protesting. As supporters were trying to leave a parking garage nearby, there were shouts between protesters and supporters of Donald Trump. The protesters here saying that they were here to protest Donald Trump's policies, with some of which they view as racist and bigoted. They were here to protest, some of them, the immigration policies, others the racially divisive tone that many feel that his campaign has taken on. And the Chicago police last night making 5 arrests. The Chicago police superintendent saying last night in a news conference that he was not consulted by the campaign before the event was canceled. Listen to what he had to say.
The Chicago Police Department had no role. We were not consulted or provided an opinion as to whether or not the event should be canceled. In fact, I can tell you that we did assure the Trump campaign that we had more than adequate resources outside the UIC pavilion, and that we guaranteed them that we could provide safe access and exit for Mr. Trump.
Of the 5 arrests last night, one of them was a CBS News reporter covering the Trump campaign. There were also 2 injuries that police officers suffered, including one of them requiring stitches to his forehead. But now the situation in Chicago has calmed and things are getting back to normal. From Chicago, Jeremy Diamond.
Sementara itu, Chicago menyatakan terkejut atas keputusan Donald Trump yang membatalkan kampanyenya pada hari Jumat karena sebelumnya tak ada koordinasi dengan pihak kepolisian. Beberapa jam setelah kampanye dibatalkan, orang-orang masih memadati jalan di sepanjang kota Chicago. Akibatnya, lalu lintas di kota Chicago sempat terganggu. Namun kini kondisi sudah kembali tenang. Seorang staf Trump mengambil alih panggung selama setengah jam untuk mengumumkan bahwa kampanye terpaksa ditunda demi alasan keamanan. Tim kampanye juga mengabarkan acara akan dijadwalkan ulang, namun tanggalnya belum bisa ditentukan.
We were informed that the event was being canceled. The Chicago Police Department had no role. We were not consulted or provided an opinion as to whether or not the event should be canceled. In fact, I can tell you that we did assure the Trump campaign that we had more than adequate resources outside the UIC pavilion, and that we guaranteed them that we could provide safe access and exit for Mr. Trump. It is my understanding at this time that there has been a total of 5 arrests that were made from this evening at the pavilion.
Kampanye kandidat presiden dari Partai Republik Donald Trump terpaksa dibatalkan karena alasan keamanan. Ribuan pengunjuk rasa anti-Trump sempat ricuh dengan pendukung fanatiknya. Mary Maloney melaporkan.
Violence erupting before Donald Trump's Chicago rally.
We were not going to let a bigot come into my neighborhood and disparage my people or my race or my ethnicity.
Protesters carrying signs and shouting insults. The crowd swelling both outside and inside the event. Some getting physical, throwing punches. Police line up attempting to keep the peace as some officers try to break up fights. One man, after jumping on stage, had to be forcefully removed. As protesters clash with supporters, the Trump campaign postpones the rally.
Go in peace.
I felt that it was just safer. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I think it was the right thing to do under the circumstances.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.